Today I am making candied yams. I peeled my potatoes, I washed them, cut them in small pieces, and these are 2 small potatoes. And what I'm going to do is let them boil for about 15-20 minutes. Then I'll pour the water off. Right now I'm turning it down. I have it on high, so I'm going to turn it down to 4. Okay, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I've let my sweet potatoes boil for 20 minutes. I've poured off 3/4 of the water, and now I'm going to add ground nutmeg. And what I do is, because I don't measure anything, I just sprinkle it on there a little bit, try to get it all the way around to all the potatoes. And if everybody's got a little bit on there, then I know pretty much that I have enough. I don't want to overdo it with my ground nutmeg. I like McCormick the best, because to me it has a better flavor. Now I'm going to add about a 1/2 stick of butter. Yeah. I feel like you can never put too much butter. If I had made about 4 to 5 of a large size sweet potatoes, then I would have put in a whole stick of butter. Okay. Oh, and I've also put my eye on low, because this needs to cook really slow to make candy yams. Sometimes it can take nearly 2 hours cooking low. And you test it, take out 1 potato, and this is my, not using a measuring cup, this is what my grandmother always used. So I'll start off with 2 of those, and as that cooks, I'll come back and I'll take a spoon and taste the juice around here and see if I have enough sugar. If its juice isn't sweet, it's not enough sugar, because you need plenty of sugar to make sure they're candy for you. And now I let that cook on low, and I'll be back in about a 1/2 hour to an hour to check to see how it's going. Okay, as that's cooking, I'm just going to put my lid on it. The sugar will melt, so you can see the sugar on top. It'll melt. The butter will melt. And it's going to be really good when it's ready. Be back in a little bit. It's been a 1/2 hour, and I'm just going to check it. Taste the juice and see if it's sweet. It's cooking pretty good there. Let that cool a little bit. Kind of blow on it. Tastes sweet. Put this in the sink. I'm going to double dip my spoons. I'll wash that when I get ready to taste it again in a 1/2 hour. It's looking pretty good though. Cooking nice and slow. When you're making candy yams, you have to cook them slow. I can put it up on 2 if I want it, but I'm going to let this cook pretty slow, and then I'll check it out. But as I said before, these are 2 small potatoes. Chopped them up, boiled them with a little salt in there for 20 minutes, poured off half the water, put in a 1/2 stick of butter, or it was 3/4 of the water, sorry about that. Nutmeg, sprinkled it all over the potatoes, and then my sugar. I think with the scoop that I used, I think the sugar was probably about 1.5 cups, and every 1/2 hour I'll check to make sure that the juice is sweet, because if the juice isn't sweet, that means I'll need to add more sugar in order to make my candied yams. Okie dokie then. Be back in a half an hour. Now I'm going to test my yams to see if they're candied. I'm going to find a big piece, because if the big piece is candied all the way through, then we know it's good. All the rest will be. Okay, I'll cut it in half. And I'm going to taste it and see if this tastes like it's candied all the way through. Yeah, it does. It does. It's good. Okay, there you have it. Candied yams. Okie dokie then. One last thing I forgot to say. This is a 2-hour process.